Everyone good? Everyone settled?
Are we settled?
Yeah! Welcome, everyone, to Crossing the Streams Live. Hey! And
We're back.
We're back, baby.
We are back.
Amore's
back.
I'm back. You've always been here.
I've always been there.
It's true. Don't call it a comeback.
Yeah. It's always been there.
It's always been. Thank you. I was waiting for the line. I've missed you all dearly, but we're back here live on Twitch with Crossing the Streams number 84, 85. I've lost count.
Let's just say 100.
100.
Okay.
Thank you for our 100th episode. It's so good to see you. Yeah, we got a live audience of so many amazing people here.
Over here at Brickworld Chicago 2024.
Brickworld Chicago 2024. I see you, chat. There's so many of you in there. Thank you so much. So I'm hanging out here with AZpinoy.
Hello.
And as I said in my social media posts, there's no better way to bring back Crossing the Streams than to, one, do it live at Brickworld Chicago, and two, to do it with one of my closest friends, not just on Twitch, but in real life, AZpinoy.
And I feel so honored being the first guest back
to
Crossing the Streams.
Yeah.
You know, and I've truly loved this series that you've been doing, and I'm just glad that it's back. I'm glad that it's back.
Thank you, man. That means a lot to me. And I want to thank everyone here who is in front of us in the audience live supporting us, as well as all of you in chat. There's
Also,
so many of you in here.
Much props to our crew.
Our crew.
With Hot Mike and Zach M. Rutledge.
Yeah.
And Bricks O'Brien.
Yeah,
getting all this special shout out.
Special thanks to Zach M. Rutledge. I was going to do the mispronounced, but I owe him to say the real thing. And then, of course, Bricks O'Brien.
The Rutledge.
The Rutledge. And then, of course, Hot Mike was here for some support as well. So thank you so much. So here's what I'm thinking. We're at Brickworld, so let's talk about Brickworld. What
is Brickworld?
What is Brickworld? Really quick.
So Brickworld, this is my second time.
Yeah.
This is my second year in Brickworld, and the first time I attended last year, our friend Bricks O'Brien recommended that, hey, this is the convention that you all need to go to.
Yeah.
In terms of like linking up with other content creators, checking out all the magnificent mocks and all that.
Right.
And when we arrived here last year, it was eye-opening.
How so?
It was eye-opening in terms of like shock.
Yeah.
It was literally shock and awe.
Yeah.
Because one, meeting everybody for the first time in person.
Yeah.
Seeing everybody here and seeing all the amazing and enormous mocks.
Right.
And we're not talking about like a table or two. We're talking about a full convention.
This is one of the biggest Lego shows out there.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially here in North America. And now this year, and we heard the numbers in the opening ceremonies.
1,800.
1,800 and 600 of those people are new.
Right.
New attendees.
Yeah.
And you can definitely tell just by the amount of people that are here.
Yeah, there's a ton of people here.
And in my experience, compared to last year, the amount of mocks and the amount of tables that you can definitely see.
Yeah.
With everybody displaying all their work.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's Brickworld Chicago. It's to me, it's like I said, seeing all these amazing custom work, getting to meet people like I'm meeting Amore for the first time, for the first time live, and meeting everybody else, seeing everybody from last year and all that stuff. So yeah, that's Brickworld Chicago in a nutshell for me.
For you,
how about you? How's your experience being the first time?
This is my first time at a Brickworld Chicago, and it's been just sensory overload. There's so many things to see. I've walked the whole floor like 4 times, and I keep finding things that I didn't see the last time. Obviously, there's setup involved, but like just the sheer amount of builds, there is always something new. Checking out some of the vendors that are here. It's amazing. The show floor is incredible. And then just all the people. There's so many amazing people that I've gotten to like just meet in person from the greater internet that I've, found Twitch people, I've found YouTubers. It's like everyone from like the online Lego community. I'm getting to meet so many of them in person, and it's been amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing putting like even with our Twitch community, right? Putting, as they say, putting faces to the name.
Yeah.
Right? Getting to meet them the first time and getting to know more people, not just, like you said, not just in the Twitch community, you're talking about like the Instagram, YouTube, and just even just in the
Yeah.
pure Lego mock community
Yeah.
here at Brickworld. So it's definitely like you say, it's definitely sensory overload.
Yeah, dude.
And especially when you get down to like what day is it now? We've lost count of days.
I
We're on
don't know
Friday.
what day it is
So
anymore.
we're
What
at-
day
we're-
are we on?
We're at Friday. We're on Friday.
Okay, we're
now.
on Friday.
And even AZpinoy and I, my wife came with me.
Yeah.
And she's been enjoying it with it being her first convention ever, and let alone Lego convention.
Yeah.
And just even before we called it a night last night, we walked around for a little bit, and now just seeing this morning
Yeah.
how many more mocks have come up
Yeah.
on the tables.
Do you have
And
any mocks that have been like incredibly like notable for you? Any of your favorites you have yet?
Apparently I'm a castle Lego builder now on Twitch.
Yeah, that's
so
what it seems
in terms of a castle theme, there's this particular set. I didn't measure the table.
Yeah.
But it's called the Golden Crest Medieval Village.
Yeah.
And the creator of it has a description of it in like medieval time style and everything.
Yeah.
I believe it was 400,000 pieces. 400,000 pieces.
Holy crap! Really?
Over 7
400,000?
years. Over 7 years, and it cost them about $40,000.
Holy
And
moly!
it's literally a medieval village from the sea,
Yeah.
village, farmland, castle.
Yeah, I saw that thing. It's incredible. It spans
So-
such a large space
Yeah,
too.
so look for it. Look for it in the socials, everybody's social. It's called the Golden Crest, and that's so far the thing that's caught my attention,
Yeah.
especially now that I'm a castle.
yeah, now that you're a full-time
Yeah,
castle Lego streamer.
Forget cars, forget Technic.
Right.
We're a castle builder now.
Yeah. Yeah. Castle's a good theme, actually. I love Castle.
What about
I
you?
love
Something
There
something
was,
that's caught your eye,
I mean, that one in particular was really
other
good.
than Amish Ace's bright
I was
fluorescent.
gonna call out our great friend Amish Ace, who brought some wonderful stuff here. He brought his a mosaic of his emote eating a hot pocket. Although I don't know if people have context until you walk up and see the sign that says hot pocket underneath it. Because I was teasing him. I was like, "Is that a jelly donut? Is that a calzone?"
It's almost
I
like you
can't
need to
tell.
have the name under.
I know. I was teasing him, but I love, all the teasing aside, I love it. And then he did this wonderful Helldivers thing that you put it, in a black light and it glows.
It glows in the dark,
and you can see this thing from the other side of the hall because on Brian's booth is way over there. From Brian's booth, if you have clear line of sight, you can see Amish Ace's Helldiver build, and it's amazing. So actually, I'm gonna give him a special shout out. The castle build that you said, that's one of the ones that I've looked at a couple times on my walks. You know that thing that you pointed out to me where the image changes as you walk by
Oh yeah,
it?
yeah.
I don't
yeah.
know what that's called, but I love it. I
It
love
was
it
the,
so much.
One of them was the Bob Ross one, where
Yeah.
it's a literal portrait of Bob Ross.
Yeah.
And when you look to the side, it's the mountain, the famous, one of his famous paintings with
Yeah.
the happy little trees and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I love that sort of thing. It's inspired me to consider doing something similar someday.
It's-
I really love it.
It's definitely making me want to get.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you,
get a
like,
table.
how do you feel, being at one of these shows, like in terms of maybe building something yourself? What do you think about that?
It definitely spawns inspiration, and it's funny. Our friend Panfred Nudo, when I
Yeah.
got back from Brickworld last year,
Yeah.
it's almost like he sensed a whole new energy with the stream to where it's like Lego, and he noticed it, and I said, yeah. When I came back from Brickworld Chicago 2023, it was like, man, you definitely feel a whole new passion in terms of building,
Yeah,
sharing your builds.
yeah,
I'm not a mock builder, but this is my second year now. Seeing even more mocks here definitely inspires me.
Yeah.
To even dabble a little bit, even what we were talking about, like with Ace's mosaics and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even starting with that, right? Starting with something as simple as that. There's some sets here in terms of their sets to where it's actual Lego sets, and they build around it. Right? My wife and I were talking about again castle builds.
Castle
You know,
builds,
it's like
right.
the actual Lionite's castle, and then they build the mountaintop and the horizon over, underneath it.
Yeah.
So something like that, but I'm not gonna go crazy.
You're not gonna go crazy.
I'm not gonna go crazy like the Golden Crest. And,
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
But something, definitely thinking about something
Something to start with.
to start with next year.
Yeah.
And who knows? Like gather up with some more Twitch people and like be in one table is like a representation of the Twitch brick building community.
I've heard whisperings of people, like you're one of them, but other people are like,
Whispers.
yeah, it would be really cool to have a table and represent the Twitch community properly at like with displays.
Yeah, because we do have
Yeah.
members of our Twitch brick building community.
I was gonna say
displaying.
Puckboy and Flobbit, right? EO
Dog, Dragon Boots. Yeah.
Tons of people in like our little corner of the internet are actually displaying, included Amish Ace, but all those other wonderful people we just named. So like, how cool would it be if a bunch of us had
Like
stuff
one
to
whole
bring?
Twitch brick building community
Yeah,
table.
yeah. So Twitch folks, if you're listening, get on it. Like, get with us.
Start now.
Yeah, start.
A lot of these mock builders literally
Spend all year.
spend all year as soon as Brickworld ends. Our very own Pinwheel.
Yeah, Pinwheel
His latest GBC project.
took them all year.
Holy crap, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And it started literally right after Brickworld last year.
Yeah.
Took a whole year.
It takes time. So maybe start thinking about what you all want to do. I think a bunch of us are going to try to get together and maybe try to represent the Twitch corner of the AFOL and Lego community. I'm certainly inspired. I certainly am thinking about doing something myself. Sounds like AZ here's considering.
Hint, hot pog.
Maybe a hot pog.
Hot pog or
maybe
the pog face itself.
Maybe a larger and a smaller one, perhaps.
Make it smaller.
Make it
Right,
smaller.
Make it smaller.
Make it larger. Shout out to Aaron Preston, who is actually here. Shout out to Team Smaller. But yes, definitely. This has been an amazing time so far. I definitely believe that this is one of the shows I'll try to catch every year because it's just been so amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, I feel like we also made a dent with that.
Yeah.
600 new people.
Yeah.
And you can definitely tell because what happens in Brickworld too is not just the, all the convention hall happenings. People get to hang out in the whole. Literally, the hotel has been amazing to where they just let people hang out.
Yeah.
There's no quote unquote curfew as long as you're keeping it civil, keeping it clean. Everybody just hangs out in the lobby until everybody wants to call it quits.
Yeah.
That's part of Brickworld. It's almost like here in chat, just hanging out, literally talking to each other right across each other in the couches.
It's so nice to like get to have those conversations in real time with people.
Exactly.
Versus like a chat.
I feel like next year we need to have emotes. Like moist.
Hot pog. I want to call out something. This tower. What do you want to tell people, for people watching it in real time on video? What is this tower here?
This tower here is something that Amor has been saying is not going to work.
I didn't say it's not going to work. I'm just saying you put a lot of time into it.
You did see it, but it did fall right before we went live, and I was picking up pieces here.
Man.
So this was an idea that when we checked in last year, right? When Zach, Fred, and I checked in last year, the very first person that we met was Shy Time.
Shout out to Shy Time.
Shy Time is my time. Over Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah.
And he literally gave us this 1x8 bricks. And like I said, we don't know what the context was because we haven't checked in yet.
You didn't know what that was
so
for.
He gave us this 1x8 bricks. And then when we checked in, we were like, oh, the brick badge is made out of bricks.
Yeah.
And the main thing is they're 1x8. So then we realized as we walked around the convention floor, anybody who's attended other Lego conventions, they have their specific ones.
Yeah.
And other community members started making their own.
Yeah.
So this year, right after Brickworld,
you got one.
We got one.
Yeah.
And then we started handing them out.
Yeah.
So now this year, I'm trying to collect as much as I can. And I think last year we ended somewhere over here, and now this is a lot of it is from this year.
Yeah.
So the goal is, some people have made it into literal vests.
Yeah.
Some people have made it to literal chains, like like Flavor Flav.
Our friend Cody.
Yeah, and
has made a crown, and now it's a belt.
Yeah, it started with a crown. Now it's like a championship belt. So I said, mine, I'm gonna use it as a AZpinoy height gauge. So my goal,
so you want it to be as tall as you.
As tall as me.
Okay.
Right. That's the goal. And so far, we're this far along, and it has fallen quite a few times. I've taped it up in the back.
It's so jacked up in the back.
Yeah. So don't look at the back. This is fine. So when it falls apart, it just springs right back up.
It's taped to hell.
Yeah.
Like it is.
It's taped, so when it falls, it doesn't fall apart, and you just click it back together.
I love it, man.
But yeah, these are some of the awesome and amazing people that's given me their badges. You see Mapping the Miles, Brooks Bricks, BBG Forge, our friend Amish Ace, ZNB Live will be following us here.
ZNB Live is next.
Right?
Actually, quick shout out to ZNB Live. They're going to be going live on Zach's YouTube channel right after this.
Right after us.
Please
right?
go say hi.
And part of the 600 people, right?
Yeah.
London Bridge Bricks, Greg from London Calling.
London Calling.
We've had people who's from across the pond who's also heard about the show, heard about the hype.
Yes.
They've traveled all the way over here.
Yes.
Just to check it out, and they are having a blast. From what I'm seeing,
Greg is so happy to be here.
So yeah, these are the 1x8 bricks chat, and you've probably seen me post it on the socials and in Discord, and it's been fun. It's like collecting Pokemon, and it's cool, like seeing the different designs, as you can see, the creativity of everybody. Yeah. With how they want to express, their logo, whatever. And now, actually, this year, Shy Time again.
Yeah. He got you another one.
He got me another one for his new podcast. Now I'm like, man, I think I need to change it every year now.
Yeah, right? A couple people. A couple people came up and they're like, "Oh, hey, here's my brick," and I'm like, "Oh, I already got yours where I saw you last time." And they're like, "No, this is this year's brick." I'm like, "Okay."
Exactly. So now we got to step it up and change it up again,
Yeah. So apparently, I need to make one for 2025 because, I had a bunch made up. I brought them with me to Brick Slopes, and then I gave them all out, and then I was like, "Oh no." Like a week out from this, I was like, I did not make the plans to make more bricks, and then it was an oh crap moment. So, but I will not make that mistake again. Mm-hmm. I will make sure to have bricks next time y'all see me in person.
And I think that's one thing too, right? It, like I said, even with this, it spawns creativity. Yeah. And then it makes you want to bring something new, right, to the table, and that and people don't expect it. Yeah. Right. And it makes it even more special, right? Yeah.
So I mean, we've kind of touched on this, but it's like the whole meeting people in person. Like, how has that been for you? Like, I imagine this is much bigger than last year for you.
Oh, it's a lot bigger. We talked about the lobby, hanging out in the lobby and all that. Yeah. Last year we had a little section. We had a little square space of couches and stuff like that where everybody was hanging out. This time it was overflowing. Yeah. If you notice, some were in the bar, some were standing. Yeah. And that's the cool thing too, is it's just everybody hanging out as if they're in chat. Right. You can talk to one person, get up, go to a different table, go to a different spot in the lobby. That's how much it's grown, and I feel like there's more people actually coming in today and tomorrow. Yeah, which is probably going to fill up that area even more.
These are the full days, right? And so tomorrow and Sunday are the public days, where it's more widely open to people.
Yes, where this convention, all the spaces that I just said was nice and available will probably be shoulder to shoulder. This chat with the public days here at Brickworld. Yeah. So something to consider too. If you want to really, to be honest, if you want to fully experience Brickworld, it's better if you come in with the badge attendees on Wednesday or Thursday. Right. So you can see the progress and have a chance to hang out with everybody, especially on Saturday night when they turn off all the lights and everything lights up, right? Everything lights up. And nice, Space Hobo. Derailed my dream.
Thanks, Space Hobo.
But what were we talking about?
You're talking about when they turn off all the lights.
Oh yeah, turn off all the lights, and yeah, for if you're especially if you're gonna plan to attend next year,
Yeah.
the bad and a lot of people who attended last minute, last year,
Yeah.
who only got the weekend passes saw that, and now they came back with badged, with the badged
Yeah,
tickets.
actually, I don't know if you heard about that. That was something they specifically called out at the opening ceremonies,
Oh, okay.
where they're like, "Hey, how many of you? Is this your first like Brickworld stand up, right?" And then they did the, "Is this your first Lego convention stand up?" And then they had like returning people stand up, and then one of the last ones they did is like, "How many of you came on opening weekend?" And then bought a pass to come
Bless you.
in for the whole thing, and a bunch of people stood up. I didn't get the numbers on that, but a significant amount of people in that room, like you said, they were converted from like, oh, I showed up during the open public
Yes.
hours where I could just walk the floor, to they signed up for the badge pass that takes you to the whole, like for the full duration of it. And so, yeah, I think it's cool because also there's activities and stuff that they have planned throughout the
Yes.
weekend. Brian, I'm gonna call out Bricks O'Brien. He talked crap to a bunch of people to play Mario Kart. He signed up for a Mario Kart
Oh,
tournament.
did he? Oh, he actually signed up for
He
it.
signed up.
Okay.
He talked a lot of crap, and then he forgot to show up.
No.
He was walking, and he saw the tournament happening in real time, and he's like, "Oh, I forgot." He's like, "And I talked so much crap to them." I was like, "That's what you get."
Yeah,
But-
he said he was gonna own people since it was all gonna be his age range.
Right.
Right. No kids were gonna be part of the tournament.
Yeah. So there's tons of activities. There's also, of
Yeah.
course, a lot of Lego-oriented activities. They're also expanding out to like Lego. There's like Lego Fortnite that was on the
Yes.
schedule as
So
well.
I
A
didn't
bunch
get to
of
check it
things.
out, but yeah, I know I talked about the mocks and hanging out in the lobby, but just like any other convention, there are activities like
Yeah.
we talked about Pinwheel and the Great Ball Contraption. They actually have a Great Ball contraption workshop,
Yeah.
which is one of the
That's
from
dope.
what I found out, which is one of the ones that sell out first.
Yeah.
So it was full right off the bat, like
That's
I think
amazing.
within the first hour.
So it just filled up.
Yes, and then the other thing that that's not new, but they're doing something new with it this year is the garage sale.
Yeah.
where people bring in their sets that they want to get rid of and
Yeah.
sell.
Yeah.
Last year it was like open the doors. It was like a Black Friday sale. Everybody rushes in,
Right.
right? But this year what they did was they raffled off times.
Yeah.
So people will be coming in. See, the baby's excited about it
Yeah.
too.
Babies
So-
are excited about this.
so they come in, they'll let people in every 15 minutes. So it's a little bit more controlled. There's nobody trampling everybody, just like any other sales out there.
Yeah.
And then by the time 9 p.m. comes, then they'll open it to the whole public until 10 p.m.
That's wild.
So, yeah, that's a definite change. There's something changing every year that I've noticed too.
Yeah.
So, and like I said, those are just some of the programs. There's also something that I learned. It's called the parts draft from one of our friends, Nick, or Brick Adjuster.
Right.
What they do is they buy. There's a certain amount of budget on a set that you can bring. It has to be the same set. So they'll break down that set into
Part it out. Yeah.
into the same parts, right? And just like any sports draft, you pick 1 to 10 or whatever. If you pick first, then you get to pick the part or the cup that appeals to you the most or that you think you need. And for mock builders, that's a big thing for them, right?
Yeah.
Because now they get a full cup of the same pieces.
Yeah.
That will potentially work for their
That's
mock
cool.
right now
That's
or
really
for the
cool.
future.
I never
right?
knew about the draft until I went to Brick Slopes, and that's just a cool idea. And the fact that that's just a thing that happens at all these shows is a really cool way to like bring people together for Lego and then do something fun with all the parts.
Yeah. There was another draft that I forgot which one it was, but yeah, those are some of the activities that you'll see. And the nice thing is they have an app for it. It's not an actual Brickworld app, but it's a hitched on another events app.
Yeah.
But it gives you the full schedule, and they give you I think it happened about 2 weeks right before Brickworld, where they say, hey, signups are open. Then they show up. They show all the activities that you can sign up for.
Yeah.
Some of it you actually have to pay,
Right.
but some of it are most of it are free.
Right.
Most of it are
And
free.
you're going to the garage sale
Yes.
tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night we're going to the garage sale. I don't know if that's good or bad that we got the first. We're one of the first people that will be going in, and AZpinoy is supposed to be watching over me, but I feel like I'm going to be watching over AZpinoy.
Yeah, I was gonna say
So-
you might have to reel her in, dude. You
Yeah.
might have to like hold her back.
And again, special shout out to AZpinoy who decided to go with us here
Yeah.
at Brickworld, and she's been absolutely loving it. And I was afraid that she was going to make offers on some of the mocks to take home. Like straight up take home. It's like instead of just like, getting inspiration from it, she'd be like, hey, I just want to buy your mock right here, right now. Let's go.
Yeah. How much to take this home?
Yeah,
with me?
except the Golden Crest. As soon as I saw them post how much it was.
It was like no.
Over 7 years, I was like, no.
That's a lot of
That's a car.
tens of thousands of dollars, dude. No thanks, dude.
Yeah.
That's really cool though. Now I was gonna thinking about like this show and how it's been for you. What's it like being like a content creator on Twitch and then like coming to one of these shows? How does this affect you in what you do on your channel?
Oh, it's we the word keeps coming up. Inspiration. Right? Inspiration.
Yeah,
And
inspiration.
Especially we saw when the lobby all literally
they're
named
different. Yeah, there's a
Inspiration.
room called Serenity and there's a room called Inspiration. And if you're a regular in my chat, you know I have an inspiration.
Yeah, every time we pass by it, Amore's like inspiration.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to record that one of these
I
days.
did that for Brian when
Did
we
you?
walked up here this morning. I was like, Brian, inspiration. He's like, dude.
Yeah, and that's one of the things is, being inspired in terms of your Lego work, right? Especially if you're a mock builder. We have a lot of mock builders in our community, right? I'm pretty sure they're getting inspiration from some of the mocks here. In terms of, in terms of other content creation pieces, it's about networking.
Yeah. It is.
And we're not talking about networking. Yeah, there's networking between us, within our Twitch community.
Yeah.
But there's also networking across other content creators, like from Instagram and YouTube.
The other platforms. Yeah.
And the funny thing is you were talking about your reach. You're like, wow.
Yeah.
That's one thing too you don't realize, and we've always talked about it before. Just because not to look at your numbers, because when you're streaming and you're looking at your numbers, it might be favorable to you.
Yeah.
But people watch you.
Yeah.
And we've had moments to where we don't see these people. We've never heard of these people in chat. Never seen them, and they go, "Oh, it's AZ. It's more and more."
Yeah.
And we're like, "Hey." And that's part in the content creation side of things, is getting to meet those people that you didn't even know hang out in your channel.
Right.
Meeting people from across the pond.
Yeah, like Greg.
Like Greg from London Bridge,
London Calling.
From London Calling, who's going to be live here later today.
Yeah.
But that's the part of networking from like the Twitch, from the Twitch brick building side, like expanding it and potentially, letting them know about Twitch.
Yeah.
Right? And and that's the thing too. They've heard about Twitch and they're more interested about Twitch.
Yeah.
And also seeing a live hype train.
A live hype train.
Yesterday.
Yeah, we had a whole live hype train, and there's some craziness that went down at dinner last night. There was some like last minute streaming that happened.
Yeah, and the funny thing about this, about that was where the waiters were like, the waiters were trying to get a spot too, and to watch, and basically offering like, okay, we're ready for the water, we're ready with the napkins and stuff like that.
There was a hot sauce challenge that went live, like that happened in that moment at the dinner. That included several people. I think it was Bricks O'Brien, Astro Canuck, Millennium Akuma, and Space Hobo.
Yes.
So
it was great. It was great, and it was great for the other content creators, not from Twitch, seeing that.
Yeah.
Literally what happens on stream.
Yeah, I was
live.
gonna say that was a good representation of the crap that we do on our Twitch channels. As creators, and like you said, the networking is really cool. I think it's really great to like touch base with people that you know online from their content, and maybe like you've chatted or commented on each other's things, and then you get to see them live, right? There's a couple Instagrammers that I follow I didn't even know that they knew who I was, other than when I would like their images or comment.
Yeah.
But they'd be like, hey, like on the way back up to my room to grab my monitor, I ran into, I'm not going to name any names, but like other people who are in the community who are Instagrammers with healthy followings are like, hey, it's more. I'm like, whoa, hey, hi.
Yeah.
It's so good to see you. I'm in a hurry, but I want to talk to you later, right? And you know, when I got here, I couldn't even check into my hotel room without running into you and Brian and then a bunch of other random people that I know from the community. I think I ran into like 10 people before I got up to my room. So yeah. It's really cool. It's really amazing to see those folks in person and finally like put like actual
faces to
names
yeah.
and all that. So yeah,
it's been a great experience, like I said, in terms of like I said, meeting new people, and we talked about the 1x8 bricks.
Yeah,
you know, that's it's like your new, it's like your new business card.
Yeah, it is.
Right?
It is like I have real business cards, but I feel like I failed in not bringing more bricks.
It's funny because I have the business cards too.
Yeah, but you've been handing out the bricks.
But I've been handing out the bricks more.
Yeah.
You know,
So here's a question on your brick. Is there like your channel on the back?
It's not on the back.
Because that's what I want to do for my next thing.
Yeah.
So when I hand out my bricks, it'll have the logo on the front and on the back, Twitch.tv.
So our friend, Brooks Bricks, actually did that. On their badge,
Brooks Bricks, you are smart. A QR code.
Yeah, they did a QR code.
See, that's freaking
going to their
smart.
channel. In terms of just plain sight, I do have. They
on
give
the
you
badge,
an option.
on the badge itself.
They give you an option when they have you create your badge.
Yeah.
You can decide what you want on each brick. So one of them I put my Twitch.
Your Twitch. Mine has
Twitch
my
channel.
Twitch channel
but
too.
you know, inspiration.
I'm gonna do that
right?
next batch of bricks. I'm gonna either put a QR code or an address on the back.
And what I was thinking for next year is I finally figure out what these 2x2s were for.
Yeah.
The squares. So I was thinking one for my badge, like getting my QR code printed on a tile.
Yeah.
Have it here, and like you said, find out a way to have a design to where it's in the badges too, so something that they remember.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, this is more and more. This is AZpinoy. Let me. Where do they stream again, or what they about? What are they about? They just scan the QR code and
it's
just
amazing.
launches it.
No, this is great ideas. This is great ideas. And tips for you who are coming next time, if you're like wanting to get involved, which I highly recommend.
And special shout out to
BBG Forge, who has probably done most of the brick building, like a large percentage of printing for people.
You can find him on Instagram. And he's the most likable, huggable, lovable person.
Yeah, dude, the dude's amazing. I love that guy.
Amazing.
I love that guy.
Amazing.
He also organizes Brick Slopes.
Yeah,
too, so.
One of the organized rows who'll be celebrating 10 years, right?
10 years in Utah in August. So that's another show that I will be very likely attending.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the homie Cody.
Yeah, the homie Cody is amazing. So I got a question. So let me set the stage for people who don't have context, especially for people who are listening to this, you know, who don't stay involved or follow it as closely. It's been a long time since you've been on this show, but a lot has happened since.
Yes.
And I want to set the stage because right now you are deep down in the middle of a partner push on Twitch.
Yes.
So really quick, like, for those that don't know, partner is kind of another level of monetization. You get a lot of support from Twitch. You get a little badge of verification. It's a really great thing for creators on the platform to kind of show, hey, like this is someone who does great work on the platform. They're somewhat, you know, they're vetted by the platform. They've hit some metrics, which is a big like prerequisite to becoming a partner. You have to hit a certain amount of viewership to even apply for it before they even approve you.
Yeah.
So a lot has happened since you have been on the show, but you're in the middle of a partner push. So tell me, how is that going?
It's going. It's definitely what I've explained to people, and I've explained it to chat before too. Where I'm not a numbers person.
No.
You know, we've talked about it before. When you stream, make sure you turn off your viewer count, because otherwise it just mentally kind of it just kind of slows down your stream because you're thinking about, oh, there's only a few people, but we always say stream to the people who are there,
Yeah.
right? And who will be watching you afterwards.
Yeah.
But in this partner push, you kind of have to watch your metrics because, like you
You
said,
have to pay attention
yeah,
to them.
and the nice thing is Twitch is a little bit more upfront now with
Yeah.
what they want because before it's a guessing game. It's like, why did you deny me and stuff like that.
Or didn't I hit my numbers in this window of time? It said
Exactly.
75, so I did it for a month. Why aren't I?
Exactly. So
approved?
now
Yeah.
what they actually gave a breakdown to where in a 30-day span, no matter how many times you streamed,
Yeah.
8 of those streams need to hit that 75 mark. Right?
Yeah.
So that's when we're talking about metrics, that's something you watch and you still not you try not to get it into your head,
Right.
That and I always have to remind myself it's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah.
Everybody in the community is doing their part. Hashtag just be there.
Just be there.
Right, just be there. So we started this after a certain sports broadcast
Yeah.
with more and more.
The
It's from the
superb-
builder Zach and Rutledge and our very
Super
own friend Fred Dudo.
Yeah.
And with that, because of those numbers and with the previous streams, it unlocked the button,
Yeah.
which is to apply.
Yeah.
But now, the way they how I explained, they want you to have a 75 average in a 30-day span,
Yeah.
at least 60 to 90 days,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
So we hit our first 30 days with that, 8 minimum streams and all that
Yeah.
about a month ago.
Yeah.
So now we're technically around day 40-ish,
40-ish.
right? So
Halfway
Um,
point-ish?
halfway point-ish. So
Yeah.
we'll see again once we hit day 60.
Yeah.
We'll go from there. But the community, not just here in the brick building community,
Yeah.
right? The gaming community, the Star Wars community, seeing I've been humbled with seeing like people were like, I want your emote. Give me your emote.
Right.
Like,
yeah, the animated emote.
The
that
animated
says
emote
AZ
versus
for
AZ4 partner.
Yeah.
And another story about that, another experience with that is somebody from the Survivor Squad,
Yeah.
right, just randomly hit me up with a DM,
Yeah.
say, hey, I made you an emote. I'm like, oh, okay. So he sent me this emote. He sent me the AZ4 partner emote that you're seeing in chat.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about it too is he based it on my previous emotes.
Yeah, it looks like
That
your
my
hype
daughter drew.
emote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And again, that's just the amazing support that the community has shown. When they see me in chat or whatever, giving a shout out. And sometimes I feel I don't want people to feel like I'm just going there for a shout out.
Right. You're not showing up for the shout out,
but
right?
I literally want to hang out there and kind of check out what the people are building.
Yeah.
But it's just been amazing seeing all the support that people have been given around, not just, like I said, not just in the brick building community, but
All these
outside
others.
the brick building community.
Yeah, the makers and crafters as a
Yeah.
whole.
And,
like
and,
you said,
and that's my
gaming.
thing too. You're talking about representation, right?
Right.
Seeing all our other friends who recently hit that goal,
Yeah.
right, for partnership, giving more eyes to the makers and crafting and Lego brick building community,
Yeah.
right? And it's also a sense of it's not just literally an accomplishment for me. It's an accomplishment for the community.
Yes.
Because I can't do this by
can't do
myself.
it
I can't do
alone.
it. I can't do it alone. I can't do it without everybody's support.
Right.
So we seeing all these people with their support, like especially with another friend of ours, Bricks O'Brien, who's pushing for partner.
Bricks O'Brien,
who,
yes.
Who I feel like is really close to
Yeah.
getting it. So, but yeah, and like we always say, hashtag being there, just everybody being there has been a just a tremendous support.
Yeah. So you're about halfway through
Mm-hmm.
your push. The support has been massive and amazing. What does the next half look like for you?
So the next half, obviously we're not streaming this week,
Right,
because of
you're
here in Brickworld, but we're still we're still keeping the consistent schedule.
Yeah.
Because like our friend Panfred Nudo and Zach has recommended, it's like, hey, first part of the partner push, which we implemented right after that certain stream that we had, was a consistent schedule. So we
Yeah.
played around with a consistent schedule, and now we have a very consistent schedule of Saturday mornings,
Saturday mornings,
Sunday afternoons,
Sunday
and Monday night to cover everybody.
Yeah.
Right? And
Right.
so everybody knows that I'll be streaming at that time and hoping that everybody's, you know, can just expect me to be there.
Yeah.
And basically the second half is keeping at that, keeping up with the content and keep borking the streams.
Keep working the streams, man.
Yep. Instead
Yeah.
of crossing the streams, we bork the streams.
Borking the streams.
Yeah. That's you know that, Chad. We keep borking the streams
Yeah.
and keeping it going. So yeah, that's definitely
So keep going. You're
keep
gonna
going,
keep pushing.
keep pushing it real good, as I always say.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
And just be,
Just be there.
Chat being there for me and me being there for Chat.
Yeah.
Right. That's the
absolutely.
main thing. So
Let's talk a little bit about what this has done for you mentally.
I won't lie.
Yeah.
I won't lie. Mentally, it's tough.
Right.
It's mentally, it's tough. I'll be honest with everybody because, like I said, when you see those numbers or like when you see, sometimes it makes you feel like you're not accomplishing the goal for everybody.
Right.
Right. So, but
There's some pressure.
There's some pressure, definite
Right.
pressure, right, to
Right.
get the goal. But then again, there's been a lot of reflection in terms of deep breath,
Yeah.
right? Deep breath, reset,
Reset.
block the noise,
Focus.
and then focus and hit the live,
Yeah.
go live button.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah, it mentally it's been tough, but seeing and hearing everybody's support kind of helps reset that.
Right.
Right, reset that and then focus you again to the goal
Yeah.
and then getting it there.
Yeah. What has been like the toughest part about this for you?
The toughest part about it is other from the mental aspect of things, to be honest, is in real life
Yeah.
balancing it's funny because we're full-time workers, right?
Yeah, we work full time.
So we already have that work-life balance that we're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
Now you have work-life stream balance
Yep.
that you're trying to add to that.
Yep.
So that's something that for those of you who were there, I took a break last year around the summertime
Yeah.
because the work-life stream balance we're tipping towards stream, work, and life balance
Yeah.
in that order, which
Yeah.
is not good.
Yeah,
Which is
it
not
gets
good.
out of control.
It gets
right?
out of control, and
Yeah.
it snowballs real quick. It snowballs
It
real
does,
quick.
yeah.
So I had to reorient the focus to where, hey, life comes 1st, and then work, and then the streaming side of things.
Yeah.
So, again, shout out to AZpinoy who worked with me in terms of, okay, these are the days you have available.
Yeah.
You can try and stream around this.
Yeah.
And that's how we came up with the current schedule.
Right.
And to me, I see the difference in terms of having a set schedule.
Yeah.
In terms of people, like I said, people expecting you to be at that times,
They expect
be
you
on
to
at
be
that
there.
time
Yeah.
now, right? So yeah, in terms of the toughest parts, yeah, mentally and then balancing everything else. Yep.
And you brought up AZpinoy a couple of times, and I would say, for those of us who do this, who have partners,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's so important to have that partner buy-in, especially if you're like trying to achieve something on
Exactly.
on Twitch, right? Like, I think that having her behind you and help you like create the schedule, talk about the thing, being your support mentally as well. Like, I feel like it would be hard to achieve without all of that, right?
Oh yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely. And she's seeing, like I said, this is her first time seeing everybody too.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah,
think
she's here.
she's seeing the effect of it,
Yeah.
right? She's seeing the effect of it, and even if she doesn't, even if she's not really on stream all the time, right?
Yeah.
I bring her up, and everybody that's met her in the first time
Yeah.
here. Nice work on the cabinets. Nice work in the room. Nice work, because they know.
Because they know that she's involved.
Yeah, they know that she's involved.
That's so cool.
So she feels that effect, and like I said, she's been my rock, literally
Aw, man,
in
that's
life
so
and
nice.
in life, work and stream balance.
Aw.
So
That's so good.
I've been blessed. I've been blessed in that standpoint.
That's
so
good. And I just wanted to acknowledge that because man, like we said it earlier, like you can't do it alone. We have the community here with us and behind us, but then of course the partner, like you're not not the Twitch partner. This is the other part of the partner push.
Yeah, the partner
is-
partner.
The partner push is, you gotta have the partner to help. Like, they don't have to do things for you, but they have to at least buy in and support you, right? And
Yeah.
I'm seeing that on my side. I finished a 50 consecutive stream run just
Did you get a
because
51? I think
51,
that's 51, right?
51
Yeah.
streams daily, and there was no like, I didn't set out to do that from the start, and I was fighting bad internet, but I had taken like 30, 40 days off before that. And it's like, you know what? I'm gonna stream anyway, and we'll figure it out. And that was because my wife saw me not streaming for a month, moping around, feeling sad that I
Yeah.
couldn't stream.
Yeah.
She's like, just stream. She's
Exactly.
like, I know it sucks, but just stream, and then we'll figure out the internet from there. And then halfway through that push of just streaming, like you're doing the partner push, I'm just like streaming push. She's like, yeah, it sucks to see the internet crapping out on you for like weeks. Like, what do we need to do? And I laid out the options. I was like, well, technically we have the fastest service, but it keeps crapping out on
out,
me.
yeah.
And she's like, well, and she went off and she did her own research. She's like, here's some internet companies we could go to. She's like, I know they're not as fast. I know they may not support like the speeds, but can we make this work?
Make it work.
Yeah, she's like, because she's like, I see what it's doing to you. She's like, I see that it's killing you inside. So she was sending me, and then I found an internet company, not the fastest, not 100% stable, but way more stable than what I was dealing with. And she's like, let's do it. What does it take? She's like, we can call them up. We can try them out for a month, right? And if it doesn't work, we'll stay with the same crappy internet. And at least we could say we tried something different. And yeah.
And like I said, that's where, your partner, your friend comes in terms of that backup, right? Or that support behind you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And like I said, that's how your wife has been. That's how my wife has been too with this whole entire thing and this second part. I would call it like the second part of the Twitch journey.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, like trying for this goal and when we hit it, or if we hit it,
Yeah.
you'll see Cupid.
You'll
Not
see
me.
Cupid.
Not me, Chad.
Zach M. Rutledge in a Cupid costume, straight
Oh
up.
yeah, but body painting too.
Body painting. Make it happen, guys.
Just be there. Hashtag just be there.
When you hit it, says
Yeah.
Fred, right? When
Yeah.
you hit it.
And like I said, Hugh, Fred, Zach, Brian has been like the main, a lot of the main people. Prophet, like
Yeah.
a lot of people have been in my DMs, sliding into my DMs,
Yeah.
like offering support. Double D. I'm gonna give Double D Bills a shout out too, because that guy's been a great supporter in the background, just giving just the kind words, trying keeping it up. And,
Yeah.
and just cheering us on.
Yeah. So how are you feeling? Like, you kind of told me the plan going into the last half of this push, but how are you feeling? Like, where's your heart at, like, with this whole thing?
In terms of the partner push?
The partner push, and you've been pushing for 40 some days now, and you got another 40 some more. Like, where you at?
Oh, I'm like I said, with everybody's support, it's using that to be as strong as ever.
Yeah.
In terms of, like I said, when you go live now, when
Yeah.
I go live now, it's it gives you a little bit of a boost in
Right.
terms of like I'm pretty sure everybody feels it too, that anxiety of like there's
hitting
still that
live.
anxiety every day of like, you take that deep breath literally seconds before you hit or you're supposed to stream.
Yeah.
You take a deep breath, start live, and even though the starting screen is soon, or the starting soon screen is still there, you're taking a couple deep breaths
Yeah.
and stuff like that. But you do feel that that energy of in terms of, hey, this is our goal, this is everybody's goal,
Yeah, you're
right?
hyped up.
You know, hyping yourself up, and
Yeah.
that there's a purpose,
Yeah.
right? There's a purpose for this stream, and then go at it, and then work everything.
And then work everything.
Yeah, right.
What's I guess, let's assume you get partner, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's assume you get partner. What's the goal like for the channel after partner?
Oh, that doesn't mean that everything stops after that.
Right.
Right. To me, the work just starts. The third phase.
Now you're in end game.
We're in the end game now. We're in the end game
Right.
now. That's
Right.
where that's where everything, I feel like, even stepping it up even more.
Right.
Right. Because now you're gonna have all those potential opportunities.
Yeah,
Right?
you have
Open
the
up.
partner badge.
Yeah,
so you
partner
can-
badge exposure. Because no matter what we say, the badge, the badge doesn't, really matter to us or whatever. But in terms of exposure,
It opens
and
doors.
it opens doors
Yeah.
to everybody. And in my opinion, like I said, it doesn't open doors for me.
Yeah.
It opened doors for everybody else in our community.
Yeah.
Just like how
It brings more validation
exactly
to the Lego community.
just
on
like
Twitch.
how, like I said,
Yeah.
our recent friends have hit that goal.
Yeah.
And even that exposure to the other communities out there that say, hey, we're here,
Yeah.
right? We're here, and having more representation, like in other conventions like this, and especially TwitchCon.
Yeah.
That there is the makers and crafting and brick building community, that we do have something to offer
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
So
That's so cool.
yeah, that's part of the end game.
I'm super proud of you, man.
No, it's
And
I'm,
your partner and the community behind you and everyone here.
and like I said, I cannot do this without you, without everyone being there.
Yeah.
And just the tremendous amount of support. I know it's like a broken record right now.
Yeah.
But it's tremendous. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Seeing everybody backing up the
Hey man,
push.
anything I can do, that's why you're here on this show today. Like, I just want to remind folks, hey, we're nearing that halfway point of this partner push, and I don't want to lose any momentum for you. So that's why it's like, I'm gonna ask AZ to come on with me. I'm gonna ask it. We're gonna talk about Twitch. We're gonna talk about Brickworld, but then we're gonna talk about like what it means for you for partner push. So
No, I appreciate it, and
Hey,
I'm
man.
glad to be, like I said, glad and honored to be part of the don't call it a comeback.
Yeah. Absolutely,
Right, of crossing the streams.
Yeah, Crossing the Streams is back. So this is our I guess
Yeah.
our return stream. I am traveling for like the next couple weeks, but as soon as I settle back from Europe, from TwitchCon Europe, like Crossing the Streams every week is back.
There we
So,
go, chat.
Yeah.
It's like John Wick. I'm thinking I'm back.
I'm thinking I'm back. So I'm going to do one last shout out, twitch.tv/AZpinoy. Guys, you need to support our friend here. Any final words? In true fashion of Crossing the Streams, I'm going to leave the final words to our friend and guest, AZpinoy. Any final thoughts, words, things to say?
Mayo or butter? Is that what?
Butter.
Butter? I had
On
like an
grilled
overly
cheese.
buttered toast today.
So did I.
It was so
We ate
good.
the same
I
place.
was
My
like, how
toast was
much
really
bu-
buttered.
It's like, how much butter did y'all put in?
Yeah.
No, but seriously, chat, I continue to appreciate everybody's support. It's been very humbling for this partner push.
Yeah.
And we're still going at it, chat. We're still going at it strong, and I can't do this without y'all. And see y'all at Brickworld 2025. A lot of
Yeah.
hopefully we get to get more people here.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see you at Brickworld 2025. Yeah, thank you, everyone. We'll see you really soon.